guys, welcome back to CS Coins. Today I'm kind of excited about what we got here. Bunch of customer wrap nickels and dimes. You know, it's kind of hit or miss, but I think I'm due for a score. I haven't had anything good with customer wraps in a while, so you know, a silver here and there, but I'm looking for something pretty decent today. So we'll get into these and let's see what we can find. Might be into a good batch of coins here. Roll 3 of the dimes. I think we got a silver right here. Let's take a look. 1960, that is going to be silver, and it's a Denver. That's pretty awesome, guys. We're not too far into these coins here and already on the board with silver. Something kind of weird I thought I'd point out as I laid all these coins out. A good majority of these are from the 60s, which I think is kind of weird. You sometimes find like a handful, just like 4 or 5 60s dimes in a roll, but I'd say at least a good half of these are from the 60s, so I don't know if that's some kind of collection dump or what's going on here. I'm on roll 6 of the dimes now. It's the same kind of roll I had that other silver in. And we may have our second silver here. It looks like it could be a dirty rim. So I'm going to go ahead and see what this is. It definitely looks silver to me. And it's going to be another 1960. Awesome. Silver number 2, and that hasn't been a lot of dimes to look through. That's only like 60 bucks. And the other day I went through a $1,000 bag and only found 5 silvers. So it's pretty good so far. Looks like we've got another silver in the second to last roll. Let's see what we got here. It looks like it's going to be a newer one, but this is the most obvious one all day. It's just a blazer of an edge opposed to the other ones that were pretty dirty looking. And it's going to be a last year 64. Awesome. Let's see if there's a mint mark on it. I'm not seeing one. I think that's a Philly. But 3 silvers so far, and I mean, how much do we have here? It looks like we got under 100 bucks, so that's pretty awesome, guys. That is really good odds right there. Like I said, I searched $1,000 the other day and found 5, so 3 and like less than 100 bucks is pretty dang good. Looks like our last roll isn't gonna have any silver. I'm not seeing any edges popping out at me. So I'm going to get going on these nickels here, and hopefully there's more silver in there or something else good. So far, it's been a great hunt. Just thought I'd show that last time roll did have some pretty nice 60s dimes. It was the same kind of thing as those other rolls where there was like primarily 60s dimes in it. But there were some beautiful ones in there. I'll be pulling these ones aside. I am starting to think that a collector may have dumped some of his collection with some of these coins here. Because my second nickel roll, it looks like all these nickels are going to be pre-64. I'm seeing some 50s in here. I'm not seeing any newer than 64 off the bat. Looks like that's a 55. Let's see if that's got a mint mark. Yeah, if there was no mint mark, that would have been a semi-key. Is that a 59? Yeah, so just a lot of 50s and 60s nickels in this roll. I think I am going to look through it live here just in case there are any older ones. Yeah, as you can see, all 60s and 50s so far. This one does look a little bit older. Okay, 48. Hold on to that one. And a lot of these 60s nickels are pretty close to uncirculated. Like that one there looks really nice. Let's see if there's anything else good. 58 there. Yeah, this looks like it may have come from a collector who was into uncirculated stuff based on the dimes I found so far in these nickels. I'm hoping he or whoever it was left some war nickels as well. I'd like to get some more silver. Got a 41 right there. This one's a Philly. I'm not seeing anything else right off the bat here. Some really nice 64s in here. I think that's going to be it for the 40s finds, just the 41 and the 48, but that's a good sign. Only roll 2, so we got a lot of potential here. A pretty good batch of coins so far. I've got another keeper on the next roll, 48. I'm really hoping there's more rolls with a bunch of old nickels. I think there should be if I've only been through 3 rolls so far. So I'm excited to get into these. Another keeper in the same roll. This one is 46, Philadelphia. Check this out, guys. 9th roll of nickels, and I'm gonna be on the board with a buffalo. This one is pretty purple in color. I'm guessing it could have been a metal detecting find. I think I can see a 2 in the date, but I'm not sure. This one might have to be nickel-dated at some point, but that's pretty sweet. I'm really glad to be on the board with a good nickel find. Hopefully there's some silver to be found too. We've got about half of the nickel rolls left, I'd say, maybe a little more. But at this point in this roll, I got a 41. It's going to be tough to see if there's a mint mark. It's pretty corroded. But we are not doing bad. I got an old ender on this roll here. I think it could be part of that collection dump. That was like a bunch of older coins. Unfortunately, I don't have my tripod on me, but I'm going to just try to do this one-handed. Hopefully it turns out okay. This is actually going to be a more modern ender, so it might just be... Let's take a look at that one. That is going to be a 41 Denver. Oh, look at that. We got another Buffalo nickel, guys. Wow. No mint mark. Let's see if we got a date. 1936. That was unexpected. Had that old ender, and I was expecting a full roll of old ones, but looks like there's just going to be a couple. Thought that was a war nickel for a second. I don't see anything else old right off the bat here. I'm going to go through this roll, and if there's anything else good, I'll let you guys know. 2 Buffalo nickels, and that many nickels is ridiculous, guys. I want to say I have like around 60 bucks in nickels, and we still got about a tray worth left, maybe 20, 25 bucks. So that is ridiculous. Getting close to the end here. It looks like we got like 7 more rolls, but this one here is going to have one solo find. It's going to be our oldest Jefferson of the batch so far. 39. Let's hope for a mint mark. Just a Philly. I'll take that, though. We got a pretty impressive little collection of finds here just from, I haven't searched through that many rolls, so that's a pretty good haul for what we got. Got 6 rolls left, and it looks like we've got another one of those collection dump rolls with 64 and below. A lot of these being BU. Most of these are 60s, but I think, yeah, we're going to have some older ones here. 48. Keep that one. That was a 59. I thought that was a 39 for a second. Yeah, some of these are pretty nice, like 60s nickels, though. I'll have to look through and see if we got any full steps or anything nice. Another nice 64. There's a 41 right there. It's too bad there haven't been any war nickels yet. You'd think with all these rolls full of old ones, you'd find some. There's a 46 right there. That one's a Denver. 50s and 60s is usually what would be in these. There's a 54. Really nice 64 right there. Some of these are really top of the line BU, it looks like. Here's another 41. That one looks like a Philly. 64. There's a 58. 52. 64. 64. 53. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's going to be any more old ones in here, but we will just make sure here. Yeah, most of these are 64, it looks like. Yep, that's going to be it for that roll. We got 4 old ones, though, so I'm good with that. That's not a bad haul for 1 roll. Got another one of these collection dump rolls here. I figured I'd spare you guys looking through them. There hasn't been anything too exciting in any of these, but we do have a lot of nicer 60s nickels and some 50s right here. And I was able to pull out 7 older ones. There's 2 39s in there. Copper nickel, 1942. That one's not going to be a war nickel. And just some, there's a 64 right there, actually. So we're going to have 6, but it's not a bad haul for 1 roll. Got 1946 on the next roll. We got 2 left. I'm not expecting anything too crazy, but hopefully we can get something else good. Another Buffalo or a war nickel would be nice. Looks like we got a couple more finds in the last roll here. We got a 41 right here. This one's pretty tarnished, but Still an old Jefferson, and then back here, looks like we got a 48. So I'll be taking those too. Was not expecting to do that good with these customer wraps today. We ended with 3 silvers, a 60, a 64, and another 60. And 2 Buffalo nickels. This one's a 36. This one, I can't get the date. We might have to nicodate that one. But for less than $100 of each denomination, that's pretty good results. I was not expecting that. I was thinking like maybe 1 or 2 silvers if I was lucky. Was not seeing these Buffalo nickels coming. So I am going to do some driving around today. I think I'm going to hit a couple banks. And if I'm able to get some more customer wrap coins, I'm going to be adding onto this video. I'm planning on just making it like strictly customer wraps for this one. So we'll be hitting up those other banks, and I will be back if I'm able to get more rolls of these customer wraps. So hopefully I see you guys back soon. All right, guys, I'm back with more coins. A lot of customer wrapped and a little bit of machine wrapped. These came from the same bank where I hit the $50 kind of collection dump. I got like 25 silver halves out of that. Same day, same bank run. I wanted to make that a different video, but we're going to see if we can get lucky on the other coins I was able to grab. I got a bunch of dimes, I got a bunch of nickels, I got some pennies even. So we're going to dive into these and see if we can get lucky with more silver. All right, we're at least going to get away with 1 silver with these dimes. I've looked through a ton of them with nothing. Thankfully, we got one here. A couple Canadians in this roll too, but this one here is going to be silver. See what that was. 1958. It's got some cool toning on it too. That is going to be Denver minted. Awesome. I was kind of losing hope for these dimes, so hopefully there's some other good. Sorry about that coughing fit, guys. That was a little bit crazy, but I got nothing with the nickels, but pennies are looking kind of promising. I'm 2 rolls in, and I got back-to-back Wheaties right here. Let's take a look at them. Got a 44. And this one I'm thinking will be 50s, 52D, and that's in pretty great shape. Not too shabby for the second roll. I think we've got some kind of error here. This looks like a strike through to me. You can see that big indent on Lincoln's head, but if we flip the coin over, a little bit of the cent is worn off in 1 cent, but there's no indication of an imprint on the other side, which leads me to think this is a strike through error. I'm gonna look into this a little bit, and I will hopefully have an answer for sure by the end of the video. Pennies are turning out to be pretty good here. We've got a wheat penny in the same roll, 1945. Let's see if there's anything else. And we are gonna have a second wheat penny in this roll. That is the second roll of 2 wheat pennies. Let's see if I can flip it around. There we go. 4 wheat pennies total, and I think we're only like 6 rolls in. We are doing really good. We've got another wheat penny a couple rolls later. This one's at 1945. I'm hoping we can get on some earlier wheats here. Next roll, I got a pretty crispy 1958, another wheat penny. It's been a pretty good batch of pennies. That's going to do it for my customer wrapped hunt. I did pretty amazing. I haven't done this good with customer wraps in quite some time. I was happy to get a bit of silver and some other really cool finds, so let's dive into it right now. This I'm not sure if I ended up recording, but it's a pretty severe misaligned die. I typically don't keep onto these. There's not a lot of value, but this was one of the most severe ones I've found in a while. You can tell it's a misaligned die because it's completely centered on the reverse. Just the obverse has the little outcropping on the one side, I guess you could say. Not too even of a stamp on that one. This was a really cool find. I did talk with like an error expert on Facebook. He runs like a error group on there. He sells errors for a living. Maybe not for a living, but I'm sure he does it to make some extra money on the side. But he confirmed that this was a strike through error, like I was expecting it to be. I've found like a couple minor strike throughs, I think, but this is like definitely the most severe one I've ever found. It looks like in a few spots there were little things that were struck through it, I guess, right above the O and God. Obviously on Lincoln's head there's a massive crater, and it looks like down here by Liberty there may have been something struck through it as well. It's kind of a bummer this penny's not in like better shape. It's not in horrible shape. I could probably just wash off some of that gunk on it. I already cleaned a little bit of it off. You never clean your coins, but I kind of just rubbed it off with my finger. As long as you're not using chemicals or anything, you're not scratching it, you should be okay. But you can see that that strike through kind of took the E and N of scent out of there. 1 CT. That is a pretty awesome error. I'll definitely be flipping this one up and holding on to it for a very long time. That thing is awesome. I ended up with 6 wheat pennies, nothing too special, but I did get a couple nice red ones. I'll just show you one of those. This one is a 58, so nothing too crazy there, but those are always cool to find. 4 silver Roosevelts. This one's got to be my favorite from the last batch of dimes I looked through. 58, gotta love finding the 50s dimes, and I love that toning on that one. Always like finding some cool silver tone coins like that. So we ended up with the 58, a 60, a 64, and another 60. Also got 2 Buffalo nickels from the customer wrap nickel rolls. I was really happy to get those as well. We got a 20s Buffalo with a pretty cool purple toning on it. I don't know if I've ever found any quite this color before. I'm assuming that's some kind of environmental damage, whether that was found with a metal detector or what, I'm not too sure, but something happened to it that was not the kindest to it, but I'll still take it. And then we just got a 1936 right here. So that was a pretty amazing hunt. I'm definitely planning on doing a lot more customer wraps in the near future. I'd like to do more customer wrap quarters to get on more W's, and obviously silver quarters. I got to get my count up with those. I don't have a ton of those that I found coin roll hunting. But for now, this is a really good haul, and I'm really happy with the finds. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you're not already. A good majority of my viewers aren't subscribed, so if you would do that, it would mean a lot. It would help out my channel a lot, and you won't miss any of my amazing coin roll hunts in the future. If you are subscribed, consider hitting that notification bell so you can see every time I upload. I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you all for watching.